As tensions flare between Israel and Palestine once again, a surprising new ally has emerged to join the fight, and they may just tip the scales in this long-running conflict. In a bold move that has shocked the world, South Africa has now declared war on Israel, plunging the region into a potential three-way battle. But how much military might this newcomer to the fight possess? Their involvement could change the face of the entire conflict. They decided to accept a lawsuit against Israel, accusing them of committing genocide in Palestine. This court, based in the Hague, Netherlands, ordered Israel to stop its actions right away. While this decision isn't final yet, and it's not everything people hoped for, it's a big step towards protecting the people of Palestine, especially those in Gaza. What's surprising is that it wasn't a big, powerful country that filed this suit. It was South Africa. But why would South Africa, not known as a global powerhouse, take on a challenge like this? Well, it might have something to do with their history. South Africa has faced its struggles, particularly under the apartheid system. So when they see injustice elsewhere, they're not afraid to speak up. Now, how does South Africa, a country not as big as others, feel confident enough to challenge Israel, which has strong backing from the United States? Could it be because of South Africa's connections with countries like China and Russia? Let's talk about South Africa's military power to get a clearer picture. The South African National Defense Force, as we know it today, was established in 1994, but the country's military history goes way back, all the way to 1912. After apartheid ended, South Africa switched to a democratic government and held its first general elections. This led to big changes in the military, and they created the National Defense Force. Before all this, South Africa was involved in conflicts in East Africa for various reasons. Politics, money, security, you name it. One of the big conflicts they were part of was the Mozambican Civil War, which lasted from 1977 to 92. South Africa played a major role in supporting the Reno rebel group, also known as the Resistência Nacional Moçambicana. This group was against the Frelimo government, which was backed by the Soviet Union during the Cold War. So even though South Africa might not be the biggest player on the global stage, they've got a history of standing up for what they believe in, and they've got some serious military strength to back it up. South Africa's involvement in neighboring Mozambique wasn't merely a matter of political maneuvering. It was deeply intertwined with economic interests. Mozambique boasted valuable natural resources, including mineral mines coveted by South Africa. The desire for access to resources drove South Africa's support for the Reno rebels during the protracted Mozambican Civil War, which coincided with the twilight of apartheid concluding in 1992. Following the abolition of apartheid, South Africa ceased its backing of the rebels, facilitating Mozambique's journey towards a peace agreement. However, South Africa's commitment didn't wane. Specialized units from their armed forces continued to assist Mozambique in confronting internal adversaries, a commitment that endures to this day. In terms of military prowess, South Africa commands a formidable position, ranking 33rd out of 145 nations as per the annual GFP review. Often hailed as the Rainbow Nation, South Africa boasts a military force worthy of attention. Armed with a defense budget totaling $2.8 billion, it stands as the third most potent military force on the African continent, trailing behind Egypt and Algeria. Yet, South Africa's influence extends beyond its military might. Renowned for its wealth and global sway, South Africa holds a prominent position not just within Africa, but on the world stage. Its reputation as a wine-producing powerhouse and one of the foremost producers of gold, platinum, and diamonds underscores its economic significance. The nation showcased its capabilities to the world by successfully hosting the FIFA World Cup in 2010, a historic milestone as the first African nation to do so. Presently, South Africa boasts a populace of approximately 58.05 million individuals. Its armed forces comprise over 71,235 active military personnel, complemented by an additional 29,350 in reserve. Furthermore, approximately 50,000 paramilitary personnel bolster the nation's defense capabilities, culminating in a formidable force of around 115,580 personnel. These forces are distributed across various branches, with approximately 13,815 serving in the Air Force, 62,400 in the Army, and roughly 7,887 in the Navy. Before we proceed, it's essential to issue a disclaimer regarding the data utilized. While much of the information has been sourced from the Global Firepower website, it's crucial to acknowledge that the site has faced scrutiny for potential inaccuracies. Despite efforts to ensure accuracy, there remains a possibility of misinformation. Thus, while informative, the data should be approached with caution, particularly in academic contexts, where reliability is paramount. Now, shifting our focus to the South African National Defense Force. Its engagement extends far beyond national borders, with active participation in numerous peacekeeping endeavors. SANDF has consistently deployed personnel to various countries across the globe, with a particular emphasis on the African continent. Notably, their involvement encompasses United Nations missions such as MANUSCO in the Democratic Republic of Congo, UNMISS in South Sudan, UNAMID in Darfur, and MANUSA in the Central African Republic, among others. These deployments underscore South Africa's steadfast commitment to fostering regional and global peace and stability. Through its active participation and support in these missions, SANDF not only demonstrates its military capabilities, but also reaffirms South Africa's dedication to promoting harmony and security on both continental and international scales. These special units are pivotal for national security, tackling specialized operations in response to ongoing threats like corruption, terrorism, separatism, and other defense challenges. Among them, the Special Forces Brigade, commonly known as the RECESS, short for Reconnaissance Commandos, stands out. They're experts in specialized reconnaissance and counterterrorism activities. Another notable unit is the Special Task Force, a highly trained counterterrorism unit within the South African National Police. They specialize in handling high-risk situations like hostage crises, terrorist ambushes, and other critical tasks. The South African Navy Divers Unit also plays a crucial role in safeguarding the country's ports, ships, and maritime infrastructure. They're trained for special underwater operations. Furthermore, the South African Air Force's 44 Squadron is a specialized unit operating special aircraft for transportation and personnel deployment, often in hazardous situations. Turning to the Navy, South Africa maintains a relatively modest fleet of 47 units, considering its extensive coastline. This includes frigates, submarines, patrol boats, and minesweepers, strategically designed to patrol and safeguard South Africa's maritime borders and interests effectively. As for the South African Air Force, it boasts an impressive fleet of 226 aircraft, featuring models from various countries and domestically produced units. Their fleet includes fighters, helicopters, attack helicopters, transport aircraft, trainers, and specialized units, making them a formidable force in the sky. In their arsenal, the crown jewel of South Africa's mission aircraft is the SAAB JAS-39 Gripen, a Swedish-made, single-engine, supersonic multi-role fighter aircraft produced in 1988. This aircraft has evolved into 7 variants, and in the South African fleet, it stands out for its remarkable combination of agility, advanced avionics, and cost-effectiveness. The Gripen is supported by cutting-edge technology, featuring state-of-the-art sensors, weaponry, and the latest pods. Its air combat capabilities and air superiority are unquestionable. Powered by the robust GE414G engine, it boasts a new ASA radar, an infrared search and track system, along highly advanced electronic warfare and communication systems. What makes the Gripen truly exceptional is its versatility and effectiveness in various operational scenarios, used not only by Sweden and South Africa, but also by the Brazilian and Hungarian air forces. This fighter jet has proven its reliability and power on the global stage. Its multinational usage underscores its adaptability, making it a reliable and powerful asset in the South African Air Force's aerial defense strategy. Now, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on South Africa's military strength and its role in global affairs? Let's start the conversation in the comments below. What do you think is the most impressive aspect of South Africa's military? If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.